Everyone, welcome to my channel. Now this is going to be a little bit more of a relaxed styled unboxing. It's in the evening. It's Sunday. This is post on Monday morning, and I don't want to kind of rush through it, but I don't want to have you here all day. A couple of things I wanted to touch bases on. The Sephora video, I didn't let you guys see the consistency of the Genera de Genera body butter, nor how it applies. So since I'm fresh out of the tub, this arm I started on, this arm I have not. So we're gonna just rub it in. It smells so much like a sweet custardy coconut pie. That's just where I keep going with it as far as the scent notes, and it just smells so lovely. This is something I would say if you like fun and playful scents. It looks like it would settle down, but this is something that someone else could probably smell on you. So if you, again, running a carpool errand or something that's not too serious, I would put this on and be good to go. If you're going to a dinner or something a little bit more adultish, you know, I would probably say wait until you come back home and have a shower. But this came in the Sephora Play box. Look above to check the card if you want to go watch that video. A couple of other things. I did use the Sugar lip balm that came in one of the boxes, and I put this on yesterday evening, and I could feel it, you know, like that coat, that balm feeling, like the protection feeling on my mouth when I woke up this morning. And so I have lips that needs sugar scrubbing. It needs attention being paid to it, or it will flake up. You can peel the little meat off. It can be a real piece of work. So we'll see how things fare, but so far so good. I was doing a light makeup for this video, and when I went out on the wing liner, I didn't want to go out as far as I ended up going with the Balm liquid liner. And so I put this on a little cotton ball. I shook it up like the directions told me to, and dipped a little bit of clean cotton swab in, and it took it right off. It has an oily consistency, but it didn't run. It didn't bleed all over the place, but again, I was controlling it with that Q-tip, and it took it right off. There was no tug, no struggle. It went very well. This is something that impressed me just upon first application, first use. It did what it needed to do, and then I just went in that area with the foundation and then refilled that area back up. I got this in a giveaway. Check a card above, from Life of a City Girls channel, and I've always been curious about Zoya. I have here Urban Decay. I've bought all the other ones except for Zoya. One, the price point, and I don't always see it in TJ Maxx either when I buy the I can't think of it, and I used to be subscribed to Julep. Anyways, this is my first time using it. Pardon my inability to be still and, you know, like patient enough for it, but I think this is 2 coats, 6 minutes. You know what, this might be a separate video. We might post this and then just do coats separate. And the Bite Beauty. Now this, I thought it was going to appear on my lips a lot more than it did. So I put the balm on first, and then I went in after with this. I would say those two are not buddies, because then this was slipping and sliding all over the place, and it had a little bit of patchiness. And I again feel that if this was, maybe put the balm on, do your other makeup, and come in and tap it off, then put this on, this would have adhered a lot better. So I went in with a Wet n Wild lip liner, filled my lips in with the lip liner, and then came in with this. So this, though it's a richer color for my lips and my skin tone, it definitely needs to come in on top of a liquid liner. And then I used 2 mascaras today. Too Faced Better Than Sex. And then I came in with another coat of the Thrive Cosmetics. And I received this in my August Ipsy. Check the card above because the video link will be there for you if you want to check it out. So I just wanted to come back in and talk about those. I feel that the blackness of the color that they use in this is saturated. It definitely appears. I don't have the longest lashes in America, but I think the lower lash, they separated it really well. If you can see it. Yeah, there we go, buddy. And yeah, so I wanted to get back with you guys on that. Also, Alex had sent in that giveaway that the polish came in, this hand cream. And I think I work with my hands all day, guys. All day. I feel like the lady from the Waltons, the mom, Olivia. I just have so many little house chores and things. And my hands take a beating. I'm really, you'll see coming up, I hate to speak too soon because like something always comes up and not my little goals and plans, but I'm going to be subscribing to some other things and ordering some other things because I am over 40. And I can tell the aging is really happening in my hands. And they do. I wash them all day. Someone was like, you're germophobic. Whatever. I don't like dirty hands. And so I think that she sent a really awesome product. I don't know who this company is, but I'm going to look more into it. So there we go. I think we're going to let that just be a little quick review video. I've just started reading the first couple of pages in Tanya Dalton, who is the owner of Inkwell Press Planners Company. And this is fixing to be released to the public. I have a unpublished copy, so to speak, for me to do a review. And I've just started the first couple of pages. So I'm washing clothes. I'm going to cook something quick. And then I'm going to read this the rest of the evening and try my best not to go back on Netflix, black hole, and watch. I'm down to the last episode and a half of Dark Crystal, which is Jim Henson. I'm from that generation. I love a lot of Jim Henson's creations. And I think this is a very good honor to the Jim Henson family and the company. And the cinematography, the realistic, mature topics that's being discussed and brought forth in that Dark Crystal world. This is the prequel while holding this book. So I'm trying to stay from over there. And then I'm also re-watching for the umpteenth time Big Love. This is good. This is really good about how us moms get wrapped up in doing what society says is our responsibility. Doing what the Bible says is our responsibility. We're trying to manage our homes. We're trying to rear and nurture our children. Those who are married, they're trying to be available to their spouse or whatever image that spouse has and expectations that spouse has for them. And you get bombarded with all of that on top of social media, on top of what society says we're supposed to do, and then we're way down on the totem pole. We don't take care of ourselves. We're wrapped up in all types of unnecessary busyness, and it's going to be, I think the movement and the shift in the climate of today's society needs to be, it's okay to decline the invitation. It's okay to not take that trip. It's okay to do something that is for you, whether it's pottery, a class, going back to school, something each week, a couple of times out of the week. We got to find out how to look at our schedule and see what can be eliminated, what is not absolutely necessary, what will not affect our children in a negative way. I think some parents are very hooked on the more things they put their kids in, the better individual they're going to be. You got to remember how many people have been brought up in poverty, how many people have been brought up with very, very little or on a tight budget, or maybe only got one extracurricular activity after school, and they became millionaires. They became six-figure salary people. So, and you have people that come from very well off environments, and they went into a totally different direction. So it's okay to look at, okay, we're going to put Charlie in this, this, and this, and that's it. And because where are you going to fit in? Where are you going to fit in? So I can't wait to get deeper into this, and I'm going to pair this with doubling back reading Hal Aron's book about waking my a-hole up at 5 in the morning and starting my day. I can't think of the name of it right now. Hold on, I'm finna go get it. Okay, Miracle Morning. That's the name of this book. And it's by Hal Aron. Let me hold it up in case someone wants to. And I've read through it. Look. And I got down to like the last 2 chapters and stopped. And so I'm going to read these 2 guys. I'll probably read this first, take a lot of keynotes from it, and I'll come back and talk to you guys about it. And then I'll double back and reread this, because he brought up a lot of good points. And if you can't do 5, if 6 or 7 or 8 is earlier for you, Merry Christmas. You know, he does talk about starting what is your early for you. So that's it, guys. I guess I just home alone and felt like talking a little bit before doing this recording. I'm going to just do this separately and cut the part off about the Dinah and Co. and patch it to the other video. But I wanted to come back and give you guys a little quick review on some of the stuff I've been using. The eyeliner came in my August Boxycharm box. I didn't bring the pencil out of the room. I'm using a spray that came from, is it FabFitFun? It's either FabFitFun or the Boxycharm skincare box. It's probably the skincare box. And that's what I sealed and let the makeup sit down. The highlighter is from Boxycharm. The blush is Laura Geller. It's from Boxycharm. So I tried to use a lot of the subscription stuff in this makeup application. Alright, guys, that's enough. If you like me just sitting and just kind of sharing with you a little bit of what's on my mind, comment below, guys, because I'm happy to do it. I was a person that used to feel like I wasn't political, but I have opinions. I have thoughts. I have things that I want to see changed, and even with self-improvement. And there's no way you can really want to shift the climate in the world and sit on your tail. You're going to have to write letters. You're going to have to be vocal. Watch Years and Years on HBO to see what could possibly, loosely, be our future. And I don't want that, and I know a lot of you probably wouldn't want that either. So yeah, guys, I'm fixing to sip on some tea. We're gonna do this clothing subscription box and a try on, and then I'm gonna go fix some dinner, switch the loads out, and read. All right. I think the last thing I want to say is sisterhood, and I think if I come back and do another video, I saw something from FASHOM's stories this morning where Terry from Southern Yankee spoke and Favor spoke, and I like their spirit, and I felt what they were saying was very sincere and genuine, and we really do need to uplift and support one another. I think that is very key, and just having these channels to be an outlet of some creative time for something we want to do for ourselves that's not attached to spouses and children and social clubs and stuff like that. I would like to see my channel grow, you know, but it's not about popularity. It's not about just getting a whole bunch of free stuff and being the top dog of the lower end of the channel spectrum. That's not what this has ever been for me, ever. And I don't want to be that guy. And one day, if the channel ever gets to the 5 and the 7 and 8,000s, I'm going to be the same old me. I'm going to talk about the same old stuff. I will not get bullheaded. The Bible says, I know those who have had plenty. I know that it's in Matthew or Mark, somewhere up in there, but it talks about having a lot, knowing what it is to have a lot, and knowing what it is to have a little, and being content in any situation. So I'll leave that with you. Have a blessed day, everyone. Peace.